Hey everybody, I'm in Coromandels in New Zealand as I record this, and this is about the Lead Your Practice newsletter called Hard or Gentle. And I've been thinking a lot about oppositional defiance disorder, and I thought that if it was a spectrum that we all sit on, and certainly the literature suggests that it is, we might like to call it that, a spectrum rather than a disorder. Because I suspect that few of us like being told what to do, and that overbearing, dominating and controlling experiences are not something we would normally voluntarily choose. So words like agency and sovereignty come up for me when I think about this. I don't identify with any political party. I'm not conservative or liberal, progressive or conservative. I don't feel comfortable being forced into allyship or sides ever. And if I identified as anything, it might be, at a stretch, a classical libertarian, not like an Ayn Rand libertarian or an anarchist, but a classical libertarian simply means that I should be free to do whatever I want as long as it doesn't take away your sense of agency or sovereignty to do what you want. I guess I'm not really a classical libertarian, though, because I do love the availability of welfare and healthcare for all. So this concept of freedom, which is deep in the thought leaders' methodology and curriculum, applies to all kinds of tyranny. Your schedule might be a tyrant, your calendar. Your fear might be a tyrant. Your commitments, the things you commit to, might be tyrants. Your body might feel like a tyrant. Emotions, family, they all might be tyrants. And for me, my practice should never be dictating my choices. I should be. And neither should my insecure inner dialogue. And that's because I choose to be free as much as possible in all I do, as long as it doesn't take away freedom from others. So one of the things we get to be as thought leaders running practices is as hard or gentle on ourselves or our schedules as we choose. The hard might be a time when you're working your tush off, and other times you might have a gentler schedule, one that allows space and room to move. I'm away at the moment, as I said at the beginning, at a stunning team retreat at Mana Lodge in the Coromandels. Beautiful teachings on restorative yoga by Neil and Carla. Their details are in the footnotes. And I'd call that gentle. And then this extraordinary mountain that I've just walked up to the top, where there's this beautiful crystal embedded in the mountain, I'd call that hard. I mean, it wasn't crazy hard, but it wasn't easy. And so there was a beautiful balance today between the two, And I think that as a thought leader, you get to choose when to go hard if it suits and when to back off when it makes sense. And may I suggest that you bring a quality of allowing an invitation to your work. And you're going to find ease in the work processes. Like if you take sales, for example, you never really sell to others. They buy. So that's got an allowing and invitational quality to it. So go hard when you wish and gentle when it feels right. Too much of one or the other and you'll lose your balance or your harmony, what Carla would call tone. A thought leader's practice is a way of engaging with others for life. And it's a practice in the way that it's a commercial sort of business model based on personal exertion. But it's also a practice in the wisdom tradition sense of the word, like yoga or meditation. And as a practice can never really be sold, you often stay in a practice for life. And the long horizon, therefore, of a practice requires that you have a sense of the ebb and flow of exertion. Go hard when you need to, and go gentle when required. But most of all, be gentle on yourself as you learn and grow your way into a difference-making and, as such, commercially successful thought leaders practice.